The US dollar drain, a costly dependence. Africa loses billions every year using the US dollar. Imagine $5 billion gone. This is the price Africa pays to use a currency that isn't ours. This dependence on the dollar is a problem. This outrageous cost comes from transaction fees, exchange rate changes, and more. It's money that could be used for development, for education, for healthcare. Instead, it flows out of Africa, enriching foreign banks and financial institutions. Currency mismatch trading in chains. Here's another problem. Most of Africa's trade is with countries outside of Africa, yet we still rely on the US dollar for these transactions. This mismatch creates unnecessary costs and complexities. Imagine a farmer in Kenya selling coffee to China. They have to navigate the US dollar, even though neither country uses it as their main currency. This is inefficient and makes African businesses less competitive globally. Economic impacts, a continent held back. This dollar dependence has serious consequences. First, high transaction costs eat into profits for businesses and individuals. Every dollar wasted on fees is a dollar lost for investment and growth. Second, fluctuating exchange rates create uncertainty and risk. African businesses operating on thin margins can see their profits wiped out overnight by currency swings. This discourages investment and hinders economic planning. Third, using the dollar weakens regional integration within Africa. It's harder to develop strong economic ties with your neighbors when you're all forced to use a foreign currency. Finally, this dependence on the dollar means a loss of economic control for African nations. Our financial fate is tied to the whims of the U.S. economy and the decisions of the U.S. Federal Reserve, over which we have no say. A future in our hands, solutions for Africa. The good news is that Africa has options. We can break free from this dollar dependence and build a more prosperous future. First, we can promote local currency trading within Africa. When countries trade with each other using their own currencies, they cut out the US dollar middleman, reduce costs, and strengthen regional ties. Second, we can establish bilateral currency swap agreements with key trading partners outside Africa. This allows for direct exchange between currencies, bypassing the US dollar. Third, we can leverage the power of digital payment systems. Mobile money is already transforming financial inclusion in Africa. Let's expand these systems to facilitate cross-border trade in local currencies. Finally, we can explore the creation of a continental exchange mechanism. This would provide a platform for efficient and transparent currency exchange within Africa, further reducing dependence on the US dollar. Africa's economic liberation requires financial independence. By moving away from the US dollar and embracing our own currencies, we can unlock our true economic potential and build a brighter future for all Africans.